is it okay to think that Demis Roussos' reaction to the Greek election result was a bit extreme? R.I.P. Demis, you can never be replaced. If you don't know, Greek singer Demis Roussos. There's a Greek singer called Demis Roussos, by the way, Alex.
It was in Pride and Prejudice.
When we looked at this story on Wednesday, I actually thought that was a bloke that had lost the election. I didn't know what. I had to Google it.
Greek singer Demis Roussos passed away the day of the Greek election, although we're pretty sure the two weren't linked. Right, let me summarise what's going on in Greece for people who don't know, and it's going to take... OK. Since 2010...
I genuinely thought you were going to go, I've got chills, they multiply. It was the intake of breath. I thought he's going to go for
it. So it starts with Sandy and Danny on the beach. Since 2010... I really want to go through the plot of Greece now. Since 2010, Greece has borrowed nearly 240 billion euros from the EU on the condition that they made cuts to jobs, pensions and public services. Now, the Greek people got a little bit fed up with these cuts and elected the Syriza Party this week, who formed a coalition government with the Independent Greeks Party, who disagree with Syriza on virtually every policy except easing austerity, which is kind of like Kim Kardashian marrying Jeremy Paxman because they use the same shampoo. The coalition now want the EU to restructure the debt repayments, many of which are controlled by the Germans. The Germans don't want to budge, the Brits and Americans are telling them not to be dicks, and the Greeks may have to leave the Eurozone in what has been dubbed a Grexit. Does any of that make sense?
Josh?
Well, I'd like to explain to Alex, first of all, that the Eurozone isn't something from the Crystal Maze.
I think so. I did realise, I did know. But the way to hit them isn't saying you chucking them out of Euro, chuck them out of Eurovision. The Greeks bloody love it. They go nuts for Eurovision. That'll hit them where it's hard. You owe us cash. You can't do Eurovision.
See, I mean, I feel sorry for the people of Greece.
Yep.
Like, call me a kind of bleeding heart liberal, but if people are starving, I think you should give them food.
Fair enough.
I'm going to stick my neck on the line then. But they're in serious... You are?
You are sensitive.
The thing is, like, they are 240 billion in debt.
God,
am I being
Greeks
heckled?
In their debt, eh?
Am I being heckled by a handkerchief?
Yeah, you totally are.
They're 240 billion in debt. They haven't got this money. They can't give it to us. I don't know what they can do. They can't go on Wonga.com. Like, the Prime Minister can't just sit at home and watch TV and go, cash for gold, Wonga.com, I'll have an accident at work. That's...
So, I was reading about it, and the Greeks say that they want money back from Germany that they were forced to give them under the Nazi regime.
Yeah.
But that was 70 years ago, and I would have thought that if you know, over 70... If you haven't got it back yet, chances are you're not going to get it back. It's like if I lend somebody a tenner, if I don't have it back within a month, you know it's gone.
Look, the thing is, we've been trying to make sense of this all week, and nobody really knows just what this is going to mean for Greece, because Germany aren't backing down, the markets are fluctuating, the euro's falling, and after all that, I still haven't entirely got my head around it. So here's what I think. I think the best way to explain it all is through the medium of interpretive dance.
Do you know what, Adam?
I'm not dancing.
No.
I couldn't agree more.
Thank you, John.
Are you going to do Greece? You put on that black leotard.
The German economy is very efficient. It's strictly run with everything exactly where it should be, much like this. OK, now the Greek economy is a bit more laid back and a little bit messy, kind of like this. Now, the problem is, right now, the Germans want their plates back. And they've broken them all. So what happens is, when you put the Germans and the Greeks together, you get this. One moment I'm told I'm too edgy, then people say I'm too angry, then that I show too much passion. Make your minds up.
Palin.
No, that was you in April 2010.
Ready?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing.